Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about a connection that is meant to be a positive influence or a blessing upon your life. We've got the Angel of Love here. We also saw this card come out maybe like 2 days ago. It's number 49. And we also have number 34, to personal healing and happiness. So it feels like this is the love that someone's been waiting for. I don't want to put like too much pressure on it. like, I kind of sense that I'm dealing with somebody that's been through enough of those difficult, heartbreaking situations to struggle a little bit to have faith in somebody or trust somebody. But this seems to be a message of like, give somebody a chance or you might be surprised, right? Hi there, Anthony. Hello, Tiana. Hello, Isaiah. Happy Friday, everyone. Let's call it in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Or a lot. That was more like a lot. Let's see. We're going to start with the Fairy Lenormand. What else do we have? We have number 28, which is the masculine energy. And number 36. So we have somebody that at this moment is more so in their masculine energy. Doesn't have to mean that they identify as a man, but this is somebody who's going through the dark night of the soul. Somebody who has had a change in perspective because of loss. So it feels like they're learning about a misstep that they took and the cost that that actually has. But also, I feel like they're learning a lot about how they want to interact with others. Maybe there's an example that they've had, and, like it wasn't the best. Maybe they had a pretty difficult childhood in terms of how their parents got along, whatever it is. We've got somebody that has had to change because they didn't approach something the right way. All right, we're going to go with the Path of Shadows, because obviously, Dark Night of the Soul, somebody's been on this path recently, right? Hi there, Nancy. How are you doing? All right, let's see. Wow. I did not expect that. Okay. The first card out is perfectionism. It says, in the pursuit of perfection, night after night, I've gifted myself 1,000 flaws. So this could be somebody's kind of wake up call that nobody's perfect. Either them or the people they're interested in romantically. But what really kind of like throws me for a loop here is we've got the Evil Queen, where love eludes, fear becomes my throne. What would a rose be without its thorns? So for some of you, this is an ex. For some of you, this is a parent. For some of you, this is, a good friend. But there's somebody that really likes to get under this masculine's skin and point out the flaws. So it would make a ton of sense, right? If this was like an ex saying, oh, that person's not good enough. I mean, I thought you liked somebody that had like good fashion sense, like just kind of picks at them. But also kind of makes sense if we've got like a protective family member. But this is kind of giving like, there's a distance already. These ladies are in the shadows, right? It's a deck about shadows, so that kind of makes sense. But I feel like there's already an understanding or the beginnings of an understanding for this masculine energy that this is not a good influence or that this perfectionism is causing issues in some way. All right. Actually, let's put you there. We're going to go with the tarot. I'm going to go with the OG. Don't tell everyone you're Batman. You're supposed to keep it a secret. Come on. Don't ever join Fight Club. All right, we have the Hierophant in the reverse, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Wow, okay. So if we keep in mind that the Hierophant can be about what we are taught, our convictions, our beliefs, our morals, right? When we see the Hierophant in the reverse, this can suggest that we have somebody rejecting ideals or beliefs, patterns of behavior. And that's what I see here, because we have somebody stepping away from how they used to see things in order to, with a sense of urgency, come through with some truth. So I think we have somebody that's kind of been hit by lightning, you know? All right. Hi there, Jeff. How are you doing? What's that, Anthony? Please tell me you have a cat that is crawling on your keyboard, because that would be adorable. We have the Tower, Death in the reverse, the World in the reverse, and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Here's that evil queen. So what is this truth that somebody has to share? Something is not over. When we have the Death in the reverse and the World in the reverse side by side, these are both cards that can talk about something not being over, like the fat lady ain't sung yet. I feel like someone's going to come through with some truth about an individual that had influenced them to end things prematurely or run away, that had basically spoke negatively about or even created falsehoods about somebody to keep this masculine away from them or keep them from getting into a serious relationship with this person. So it does kind of feel like we've got some gossip happening, or at the very least, some manipulation. Because this Queen of Cups in the reverse, this is somebody who does things for their own benefit. They don't really understand the idea of compassion or empathy, right? What works best for me is what I'm going to try to have happen. So if you would be happy in a relationship, but it like infringes on me being happy, then I'm probably going to like cause some issues for you in that relationship. Wow. Hello there, Joanna. How are you doing today? I like it. It's kind of amusing to me, to be honest, that we have the Eight of Swords next to the Empress, because I don't know, I'm looking at this, like I know that's the symbol for like females or whatever, but like it kind of makes me feel like this Empress has the key to get out of whatever is making her feel restricted. It's kind of like what's coming through is like somebody putting you in a room that has a lock on the door with the intent of keeping you away, right? Like hiding you away. But they forget to lock the door. So you're just like, here I am. You know, like somebody didn't expect that the Empress would have either it's like they were classy in terms of how they handled the situation. They didn't lose their cool. They didn't freak out, do any name calling, anything like that. It's just like a very like reserved, like, no, I can get myself out of this. And it's a pattern of behavior. So for whoever resonates with this Empress, I presume that would be you. You have a reputation, a good reputation. People see you as doing things from a good place or being fair. People have good memories with you. Maybe you make them laugh. Maybe you're just a good support for a lot of people. Whatever it is, whatever was tried to make you look bad didn't really stick, you know? I've definitely had people try to accuse me of some wild shit, you know, like, oh dang, that's what they're saying about me. That's funny. Not all the time does gossip warrant some kind of response, right? If it's one of those things where if you know me, you know I wouldn't do that, then I'm just going to let everybody make up their own mind. I don't need to tell you I didn't do that. You know me well enough. And if you want to believe that I did that and you know me, then, you know, that's all right too. Because that sounds like fair weather shit, you know? Like, you don't want to investigate and see if I'm actually a piece of shit. You're just going to assume that I am, even though I've never done anything to you. That's cool. Like, whatever. I view life like a passenger train, okay? Like, I am the passenger train. And there are going to be people that get on. We're going to another stop. Some people get off. Maybe some more people get on. You're always going to meet new people. You're always going to lose people. That's just how it is. But I'm going to make sure that I have some really good conversations on that passenger train because, you know, as a passenger train, I can talk. I'm going to make sure that, I don't know, like I take some good pictures because I'm going to be traveling around, right? Like impermanence is a concept that helps people deal with change in a more effective way, I think. And I feel like we've got somebody here, this Empress, that's just kind of like, you know, I'm not going to like make people like me or make people be kind to me. You do it or you don't. And that decides how I interact with you. We have the King of Wands. This is what's clarifying the Tower. So I do feel like there's, in particular, an impact from this Tower moment on this King of Wands. This could be our masculine is going through a dark night of the soul. We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, remember we had Death in the reverse and the World in the reverse, which is this ain't over. What's not over is the Ten of Pentacles, something that's very important. Somebody that feels like family, somebody they want to build a family with, somebody that they see as like top drawer, like best you can get, dream girl, dream boy, whatever it is. But with the Hanged Man, there was some hesitation here because of this evil queen, whoever this influences. Again, don't get caught up on gender, okay? This could be anybody. It doesn't have to be a female, masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a man. It's energy, okay? I got masculine energy, I got feminine energy, and you got both too, okay? The Eight of Pentacles in the reverse kind of made me laugh. I don't know if you caught that. Because it's clarifying our evil queen, the Queen of Cups in the reverse. And that is to say, somebody's efforts were wasted. Somebody isn't as good at manipulating things or playing puppet as they thought they were, or if somebody was trying to do spells, shit didn't work, okay? I'm not a big fan of people trying to do spells in love situations because, quite honestly, it very quickly turns into I'm going to try to control somebody's free will and make them fall in love with me or make them not want somebody else. And it's just like messy, right? Like, don't do that. I think it was Frida Kahlo who said something along like it's a big old paragraph, you guys, of like, I'm not going to ask you to apologize when you do something wrong. I'm not going to ask you to be there to support me when I have a bad day. I'm not going to ask you to, rub my feet when my feet hurt, whatever it is, right? And at the very end, it says, because if I have to ask you to do it, then I don't want it from you anyway. There's a lesson here about an evil queen, somebody trying to control the love life of another person, realizing that there's not much you can do to touch like unconditional love or like that coming from a good place kind of love. And if you've only experienced codependent love or that like kind of possessive love, that controlling love, maybe it's a lot easier for you to feel like, you know what? I'm going to do a love spell. That sounds like a great idea. Whatever they did, it didn't work. They went up against something they didn't understand, or they went up against someone they didn't understand. Because you're talking about the Empress. This isn't somebody who's going to be like, buying your bullshit. All right. We got to get a few cards from Situations deck. It's a must. Lockbox. Closed in. Trapped. Frustrated. Legal. Court. Paperwork. Filed. Magnetic. Unexplainable pull, can't resist. So this evil queen situation has not just been about trying to keep the Empress like closed away in a room, right? Like Rapunzel. It's also been about keeping this masculine tied up, confused, frustrated, powerless in some way, because it's like if I keep you in that state, then you don't have the confidence. You're too fearful to go towards this person that you want in love, right? Hello, Intuitive Siren. How are you doing? Welcome. So I think we've got it's like a pretty tall order for somebody in the manipulation department. Like, yeah, no. I'm over here just hold on. I've got the perfect wands for this. I'm over here just trying to control you. Like you stay over there and nope, you can't be in love either. Stay over there. Okay, I made some popcorn. How am I going to eat it? Like, I don't think they knew what they were signing up for, you guys. No, I can't remember. Was it like this? So it's a struggle for this person because they can't really keep this up and keep these two people apart. There's a very strong magnetic draw that will eventually like break through. Oh, I'm hearing the Doors. Maybe this person's a fan of the Doors. Maybe their name's Jim. All right, let's see. We're going to go with the Marigold Tarot. The Chariot in the reverse. 5 of Pentacles or 5 of Rings in this deck. And the Sun in the reverse. Have you ever gone like weeks or months without getting your favorite food? Maybe you were like traveling too much. Maybe you had to be on a budget. Maybe you just like, I don't know, found something else. And then the idea, like maybe someone suggests it, maybe you just like crave it. When you haven't had it for a really long time, it's like that much more in your mind, right? Like full-on examples for me, Poncheros, because to my knowledge, that's only in Minnesota and Iowa. Oh, I love Poncheros so much, you guys. They like press the tortilla fresh right there in front of you. Can't be getting that down here in Tennessee. Pollo Loco in LA. Roberto's in Las Vegas. We're just listing off all these places that I'm just like, oh, if I could just eat that today, that would be so freaking tasty. What is it? Is it Papa Do's? The like big like seafood joint in like Texas. I think in like Louisiana. That shit's good too. All right, I'm done. Can you tell I'm hungry? Yo, you're like this dessert that this person hasn't eaten in a really long time. That's gonna generate some comments or some giggles. I don't know. Seriously though, this distance may have felt like a win for this evil queen. Like, oh my gosh. They've been apart now for like weeks or months or years or whatever the shit, right? And like, I'm awesome. I totally made them like forget each other. Bro, have you ever heard the term absence makes the heart grow fonder? Because like you didn't accomplish what you think you did. Yes, there might have been a pause. There might have been an interlude. There might have been a separation. In fact, I would say probably like for the majority of you, absolutely we're talking about a separation here because we're talking about dark night of the soul. This is something that happens on your own. But sometimes we have to come to a screeching halt before we can actually move forward. And I feel like that's what happened here. Somebody had to be put out in the cold to really fully appreciate just how much they missed those fresh pressed tortillas. You guys, they even like mix the like ingredients in the burrito so you don't just get like an entire mouthful of sour cream. Oh, I miss it. Sorry. I really like burritos. We have the sun in the reverse for a reason, okay? This is about people not knowing what's going on because of this separation or this no contact, this Five of Pentacles, okay? The card in the middle. So first off, we've got the Empress not really knowing what's going on with this masculine, right? Like there's, I think, an inkling, right? I can feel something is going on with my masculine. I don't really know what, but it feels like you are pulled to like offer them support in some reason. Maybe you like dream about them, whatever, but there's still some ambiguity here, right? There's also ambiguity for this masculine energy in terms of what is this Empress feeling? Do they still feel emotion for me? Have I ruined things too much? You know, like what's the temperature here, right? But then lastly, and perhaps my favorite, this evil queen over here got no idea. Zero idea that their shit ain't working. So, you know when like people announce that they've won and they didn't actually win, and then you like wait it out a little bit and you realize, oh, you didn't win, but like you said that you did. That's awkward for you. It's gonna be awkward for this evil queen. Because what they don't see coming is that this is one of those connections that can like wait out your silly manipulations or love spells or whatever this is. Lies, gossip. Because this King of Wands is looking directly at the Empress, okay? Like sitting forward in their seat, like, no, we got to do something about this. Change. Wheel of Fortune. Ten of Swords. Ace of Swords. And the World. My. So there's something that's over, but it's what needed to be addressed in order for this King of Wands to pursue the Empress. So while the evil queen, whoever this is, was trying to get the King of Wands to end something else so that they could continue in their friendship or partnership or whatever with them, the King of Wands is turning their back on the Queen of Cups in the reverse. That's what's ending because they've been exposed. The truth is coming from a place of love with this rose and the Ace of Swords. And so we've got somebody deciding, okay, I know what I need to end. I know what I need to change. I know where I'm actually happy. So I'm going to make that happen. So the world underneath the Queen of Cups in the reverse, this is what ends, right? Sorry, shouldn't have been a dick. Three of Swords. The Hanged Man in the reverse. Ooh, did I say King of Swords? King of Swords is right in the middle there. Yeah. So this King of Swords is the King of Wands. This is the Five of Pentacles is in between them, right? So it's a Six of Cups. We're not talking, but I got some real good memories about you. When I have a rough day, I think about you. When I have a good day, I think about how I want to tell you about the good day, right? So this heartache has arisen from being in separation from this Empress. So this King of Swords is realizing that there's something that they can do, that they need to stop hesitating and that they need to actually take action, right? Like, yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah, Super Bowl weekend. Okay, so since you mentioned Kansas City, there's also really good barbecue in Kansas City. Now I'm thinking about it. What is it? It's like Q38 or something, Q39. Oh, they have like the best wings that I've ever had. And you guys, I eat a lot of wings, okay? There are a lot of people out there that are like, I love pizza. I want pizza every day. Bitch, move. I want the wings. Give me the wings. All right. Hi there, Lainey's World. How are you doing? Hello, Carrie. Oh, thank you. You're so nice, Lainey. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No. Did you not know that Kansas City is like legit for barbecue? Kansas City is beyond legit for barbecue. Like, I'm sure there's some people in Texas that would go fight them, right? Like, nah. And, you know, there's other great places with barbecue, but like, when I think of barbecue, I think of Kansas City. When I think of brisket, I think of Texas, though, to be fair. To be fair. All right, so we have the Fool and the reverse. Let me stop talking about food, you guys. I'm so sorry. Eight of Cups in the reverse. So I just heard, like, I don't care how foolish I look. It's like kind of a, I don't know. I feel like this has been a big part of this dark night of the soul, like needing to let go of the part of your ego that really cares about what other people think about your choices. So you like alter what you choose because you want to make sure that they think you look cool. Like, look, I got tattoos so people would think that I look cool. Just kidding. I don't make my decisions to make sure people think I look cool. Like, that's too much. That's too far, okay? I think that's what this person addressed. I'm going to make my own decisions. I know what makes me happy. I don't need to ask anybody what makes me happy. That's like asking what my favorite dessert is to somebody else. Like, nah. I know it's strawberry rhubarb pie and I'm an expert. Okay. Nobody else knows. God, I can't stop talking about food, you guys. Yeah, Texas toast is legit. However, you can get Texas toast anywhere. Well, I shouldn't say that, you know. mostly anywhere. All right. So this person's coming back around, and by this person, I mean the masculine energy, the King of Wands, King of Swords person. They're like, well, I know what I want. I've removed this evil queen. Now they don't get to have like a say or like influence my shit anymore. So I guess I'll just like put on my favorite outfit, put on my nice boots, walk on over and say hello. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse and the Six of Swords, which feels to me like it can't get any worse than it already is. I gotta say, like, I kind of love this energy. I don't know who you are. I would high five you. It's like, well, like, we haven't been talking or like we haven't been hanging out anyways. So, like, I've already kind of lost you, but like, why not? Why not just like try? Like, hey, by the way, don't know how you feel about me, but I still think you're really cool. Don't do it like that, you guys. Please use your words better than I just did. Like, I can't stop thinking about you. I don't remember being as happy as I was when I was lucky enough to spend time with you. Like, can you forgive me? Here's what I've changed, by the way. Don't forget that part, okay? If we're trying to make a grand re-entrance after a problem that a third party started, please let's like also address. I realized that this person did not have my best interests at heart, and so I had to make a change, right? All right, this is the Black Tarot. Shit, I don't know, maybe bring some flowers, bring some wings. I can't stop, you guys. Yeah, they do that, don't they, lady? Don't worry, you guys, I'm almost not sick anymore. I promise. Oh, there she is, that Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, Two of Cups in the reverse, Three of Swords. All right, so you know, what is that saying? It's like, hurt people. So this evil queen, our Queen of Swords here, isn't that a wild picture? You're gonna get wings later. I love it. Make sure they're spicy, okay? When people order mild wings when they're with me, I'm just kind of like, really? You don't like adventure? You don't want to cry when you eat? This happens a lot. So evil queens and Queen of Cups in the reverse, listen up. When you try to put negative energy on other people's connections, that shit rolls right back onto you. Okay, so we have this Queen of Swords that was trying to make people go through a breakup or like lose each other, right? Now what's happening to this Queen of Swords? The exact same shit. Have you watched The Craft? I feel like you haven't watched The Craft. Come on, evil queen, do your research, okay? Like, I feel like that should be required reading for anybody that's trying to do spell work. I know, it's a movie, not a book. This person, God bless you. Like, I swear this is like the first rule, but whatever. Did not expect their own energy to come back on them. But that's exactly what's happening. This Queen of Cups in the reverse is getting a taste of her own medicine, and it is bitter. Okay, very bitter. Just like her. Don't focus too much on the gender. I feel like I say that. I should just like make a little ticker at the bottom about the gender. All right. Seven of Swords. 10 of Spheres, which is the 10 of Pentacles, which we got up here as well. Two of Wands and the Ace of Spheres, or the Ace of Pentacles. So what happens here is somebody hides something very valuable. I just did a short reading about somebody hiding their plans, not wanting anybody to really like have the chance to ruin their attempt or their love offer. And that's what this is right here. We have Seven of Swords. Look at how they're hiding that behind their back. What are they hiding? Something that's very important to them. A plan. Two of Wands. A plan that they have regarding this blessing. Angel of Love. That's what started our reading. Somebody's in love, okay? Did I not make that clear? Have I not mentioned that yet? Yeah. Homeboy's in love. I can't not use gender. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say homeboy. Like, that's what started this dark night of the soul, right? We've got this magnetic attraction. King of Wands holding his wand for this Empress. Yeah, I'm sorry I had to say it. This dude. I'm not going to say dude. Okay, this King of Wands, whoever you are, you got the hots for this Empress. And it's clear. Look at them like their wings. My what? Anti-love spray? Be gone. Four of Swords. Ooh, Six of Wands. I like it. Seven of Spheres, or Seven of Pentacles. So, you know how they say there's power in numbers? I'm not going to like full out like disagree with that. But this particular situation involved power and solitude. This masculine energy began to tune more into their intuition or listen to those messages around them, the more they kind of kept to themselves. So maybe they were like talking too much about their life or about their desires with someone that didn't care about whether or not they were successful. And when you distance yourself from those people, those goals of yours become easier. And while I'm sure there are many reasons for that, one of the main reasons is blessings come to you, or blessings are sometimes delayed based on the timing of who's around you and whether or not you could lose that blessing to someone around you. So if you have an evil queen in your life who wants to like keep you away from the things that are beautiful, then distancing yourself from that person signals to the universe, I realized I don't want to be around people like that. I want to be around people that make me feel this way. So this feels like a personal accomplishment for the masculine energy, the King of Wands. Somebody realizing I don't want to keep putting in effort or time or energy or prioritizing people that aren't there for me, that don't root for me, right? Do a little test, you know, share a little good news with somebody, see what their response is. Over time, if you notice a pattern of them undermining what you've accomplished or what makes you happy, ask yourself why. Why are they doing that? I think that's what this King of Wands did, and they've realized that they can close the gap in the situation by distancing from this Queen of Cups in the reverse. We have the Knight of Swords. This is the person who's got a truth to share, right? But they're hiding that truth from other people. It's like, no, this truth gets to be this person's first, right? Did I say hi to Peggy? Hi, Peggy. How are you doing? All right. We have the sun. I like it. We have it in the reverse or in the upright. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse and the Chariot. I like this. Because remember we had the Chariot in the reverse. It was kind of clarifying this idea that we had like a pause or a stop. People had to like, take a break. Well, not anymore. This person's like, I don't have time. I don't have time for anybody right now. I'm going to get done what I need to get done. I'm going to make sure that I have, some Dr. Pepper, but like, I got to go. I'm literally hearing, gotta go right now. No, they're not going to take a shit. Well, maybe eventually, but like, this person's like aware that there is a timeline. Like, good things just don't sit there and wait for you, right? Like, if you left your purse hanging on the back of a bathroom stall in a public restroom and there's cash in there, you're not going to like expect it to still be there like 2 days later, right? Maybe if you rush back, you can get it. This person's like, I probably need to rush back. All right, so this might be a twin flame situation, so I'm going for the love tarot. Tell me what we've got on this King of Wands, please. Oh, a little bit of Sinead O'Connor for your day. No one compares. No matter how many people I've met and experiences I have, there's no one who compares to you. We have you hurt me. Everything that happened hurt me so much. I need more time to heal. So I do feel like we have this sense of urgency hitting as this person is concluding their dark night of the soul, right? They still have some healing to do, but there's something here that kind of lights a fire under their ass and makes them feel like they need to move quicker. Be careful with that. This person's thinking about building a family with you or having some sort of forever, right? Have my kids. I want to have a family with you. I know you'd be an amazing parent, and I dream of the day I can experience raising a family together. Now, for some of you out there that I know is Sienna, maybe it's just fur babies, but it's still a vibe. Ghosted. I'm sorry I disappeared. I needed to get away and clear my head. Attention of others. I'm addicted to the attention of others. I love feeling wanted and needed. I don't feel whole without it. Well, let's hope that's being addressed as well, shall we? Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's a tough one because I feel in our society we've really prioritized things like social media and like selfies, and everybody needs to know what I'm doing, and like everything's about me, and social media makes it easier for people to like, slide into the DMs, be inappropriate. So I would just say, if the King of Wands is watching, or if this is more aligned with the Empress, whatever it is, if you build your esteem and your perception of self with cheap Lego blocks you get from random strangers or people that don't actually matter to you, that is not a stable foundation for your self-esteem, and that will crumble. If your self-esteem and your confidence does not rely on external validation, but is instead based on things that are, passions for you. Like, I get my confidence from my artwork, from this channel, from people like my parents who tell me that they support me in my decisions or that they love me for who I am. Like, we have to choose the building materials of our self-esteem very carefully. And one thing that it is not built on is cheap Lego blocks from people who don't give a about me or my life. I'm not going to build my shit on you because you're inconsistent. So this person has to figure out this attention is not as worthwhile as they think it is, and that there's a better way to build that confidence, right? So, all right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you everyone for the likes and the subscribes. Love you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.